Okay, hello everyone. We're gonna start a very interesting topic and very short topic actually. The fourth thing we guys need to know is immunohistochemical methods, principle, and application. First thing is, what is immunohistochemistry? Immunohistochemistry, guys, it's based on specific reaction between the antigen and the antibody. Okay? And there is three more other sort of general info you need to know. First of all, the antibodies. I'm pretty sure you guys know what antibody is already, but I'm just going to go over it again. It's formed by the organism so it can recognize antigens. And in the organism, the B lymphocytes, they become plasma cells. As you can see, I put a picture of them here. And the plasma cells produce the antibodies. And the antibodies attach to the antigens like this. And that's how they will basically label the antigen for the macrophages around or phagocytic cells around to come and basically engulf that antigen and kill it. Now, there will be two more other info you need to know. Epitope and paratope. Epitope is the region in which the antibody will attach to the antigen, and the paratope is the bond that they make together. Okay? Now, how do we label the antibodies? The antibodies basically can be coupled with four different things and be labeled. One could be the fluorescent compound, as we can see this green one here, or it could be enzymes like here, the lightish blue here, this is the Langerhans islands in the pancreas. Or it could be gold particles and ABC. ABC is like three different steps that it will be taken so that we can label the antibody. You don't need to know details about it. You just need to know the antibodies get labeled by coupling with these four different components. Okay? Now, what are the methods? This is a very important part. You need to know that the methods are direct and indirect. Direct, that means that the primary antibody that is attaching to the antigen has already been labeled. Okay? Indirect, the primary one has not been labeled, and it could be the second, third, fourth, or even fifth, or even more than that antibody that is labeled, and all these are going to attach and build on the primary antibody until the labeled one also get attached, and that's how it will get labeled. Okay? So if in the MCQs later on during the year or in your final exam, you will see question asking you about the difference between the direct and indirect, you will say direct, the primary antibody for it has already been labeled, but indirect, the primary antibody have not been labeled. As simple as that. And finally, the types of antibodies. Guys, we have two types of antibodies. We have monoclonal antibody and polyclonal antibody. Monoclonal antibody, it means that the antibody has been cloned, but from one specific B cell. So all those antibodies in that area has been cloned with from this one specific B cell. And that's why they can only bind to one site, specific site on the antigen. However, if it's polyclonal antibody, they are all cloned, obviously. All the antibodies are cloned, but in polyclonal, they have been antibodies have been cloned from several different B cells, and these, because there's so many different B cells, they can bind to many different places and locations on the antibody. Okay, and that is, guys, that is it. Pretty easy. It's a very nice question. If you get it in the final, good for you guys. So that is end of my presentation, and I hope you guys liked it. Let's close this one and let's come out. Let's end our session.